The women's WarGames match this year was somewhat underwhelming, especially since they have outperformed the men in the WarGames match in the last couple of years. This is only the sixth time that they have had a WarGames match, and this might be the worst one. Let's dive into this match and see why it wasn't that good. What baffled me about this match is you have a star-studded roster inside of a steel cage. Usually that makes for magic, but this time it didn't work out so well. On one side you had Bianca Belair, Bayley, Io Sky, Naomi, and Rhea Ripley, and on the other side you had Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, Candice LeRae, and Tiffany Stratton. On paper, this looks like one of the best women's matches the WWE could produce with the main roster, but it fell entirely short. The beginning of this match just didn't work. The end was great, I do have to say. When everybody got into the ring, everything started to work out pretty well, but before then, there was a ton of miscues. It just didn't seem like anybody was communicating in the ring. You just had a lot of goofy spots, things you wouldn't think that professionals and veterans would still be doing in a high caliber match like this. Now, I do understand that everybody has an off night, but for every person to have an off night, there's got to be something wrong. One of the more blatant things was Nia Jax with the chairs. If you didn't see it, she pretty much botched holding a chair. And I saw a lot of people online come for her for that, when there were a lot of other just miscues that really made this match awkward. It didn't feel good to watch. It was disappointing to see after how hard they have pushed the women's division. This match just didn't work. Once everybody got in the ring, everything seemed to click and it just made sense. It made it work. But before then, this match, it just wasn't good. Now, one of the interesting takeaways from this match was the interaction with Bayley and Io Sky and Bianca Belair. You would get a moment with Bianca Belair where she looks at Bayley and still expresses that she doesn't trust Bayley, and Bayley would do the exact same thing with Io Sky. And the match ended in a very predictable way, with Rhea Ripley getting the win over Liv Morgan. Now, the riptide from the top rope through a table was sick as hell, but very predictable. Now, I ended up rating this match a 76 out of 100, which is a 3.8 stars. I was disappointed because I really thought this match could be the match of the night, but it just didn't live up to the hype. Now, following this match, I do believe we'll get a couple of really cool stories, especially with Bayley. Bayley and Io Sky and Bianca Belair all left a lot to be answered on the table, and I think we could see some pretty cool foe to friend feuds with Bianca Belair and Io Sky and Bayley. The big question is, will Bayley go back to Damage Control? One prediction I do have for this is that Bianca Belair is going to assume that Bayley was the one that pushed Jade Cargill onto that car and injuring her. But we will have to wait till SmackDown to find out about that. All in all, it was a poor start, but a strong ending, and that's really all that matters. They all finished strong and got through the match and gave us some pretty cool spots throughout the match. And that's going to be it for this review. Tomorrow, we will be covering the Shinsuke Nakamura and LA Knight US Championship match. One of the better matches of the night, and I'm looking forward to talking about it. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.